Priya huddled in the corner of the rover, her heart pounding in her chest. She had been hiding there for hours, ever since she had seen the creatures. She knew that they were looking for her, and she was terrified. She had been part of the Chandrayaan-3 mission, the first Indian mission to land on the moon's surface. But things had gone wrong from the start. The landing had been rough, and the rover had been damaged. Priya and her team had been forced to abandon the rover and set up camp on the moon's surface. That's when they had seen the creatures. They had been standing in the shadows, watching them. Priya had never seen anything like them before. They were tall and slender, with pale skin and large, black eyes. They moved with unnatural grace, and they seemed to be able to see in the dark. Priya and her team had tried to flee, but the creatures had been faster. They had killed Priya's team one by one, their bodies mutilated in ways that defied explanation. Priya had been the only one to escape. She had been hiding in the rover ever since, too afraid to move. She didn't know what the creatures were, or why they were killing her team. But she knew that she had to find a way to escape. She took a deep breath and slowly opened the door of the rover. She peered out, but the creatures were nowhere to be seen. She stepped out of the rover and started to walk. She didn't know where she was going, but she knew that she couldn't stay there. She had to find a way to get back to Earth. She walked for hours, until she came to a large crater. She knew that she couldn't go any further, so she decided to hide in the crater. She found a small cave and crawled inside. She curled up in a ball and tried to sleep. She was awakened by a noise. She opened her eyes and saw one of the creatures standing in the entrance to the cave. The creature was staring at her, its black eyes glowing in the darkness. Priya was paralyzed with fear. The creature took a step towards her. Priya closed her eyes and waited for the end. But the end never came. Instead, she heard the creature turn and walk away. Priya opened her eyes and watched the creature disappear into the darkness. She didn't know why the creature had spared her, but she was grateful. She stayed in the cave for a few more days, until she was sure that the creatures were gone. Then she started to walk again. She walked for days, until she finally came to a landing site. She knew that this was her only chance to get back to Earth. She found a lander and climbed inside. She activated the lander and blasted off into space. She watched as the moon grew smaller and smaller behind her. She was finally going home. Priya's story is a reminder that the universe is a vast and mysterious place. There are things out there that we don't understand, and there are dangers that we can't even imagine. But even in the face of such danger, there is always hope. Priya survived her ordeal, and she was able to return to Earth. She is a testament to the human spirit, and her story is one of courage and survival.